It has approximately been 2 years since we saw the latest teaser trailer from Shin Megami Tensei V. I believe it dated back to September 2017, and ever since then we've not heard much from Atlus other than Persona related stuff. So for today's video I'm going to share some of my thoughts on Atlus, but most importantly my thoughts on Shin Megami Tensei V. But before I start, I want to put out a disclaimer that I am not a Mega 10 connoisseur. Besides from the Persona series, I've only played Nocturne, Shin Megami Tensei IV, Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2, Strange Journey, and the second Raido Kozunoha game. So I'm still a novice when it comes to Megami Tensei or Shin Megami Tensei. But that did not deter my interest for SMT5, especially after coming off of Persona 5. SMT5 might be one of the most exciting JRPGs coming to Nintendo Switch, and having almost zero information about it can be interpreted in so many ways. What we at least know as of this recording is that the project has entered a full-scale development phase as of early 2018, so what we've seen so far has been pre-production footage. I was hoping that we might get to see the game released around 2020, but that seems to be unlikely. It feels like Atlus jumped the gun by announcing the game early in the development, and I'm hoping it won't turn out to be a long wait. We also know that they're using the Unreal Engine for SMT5, and it might be their first time developing with that engine. But I do honestly think it is a smart decision by Atlus to work with an engine that is already developed instead of creating one in-house, as it might cut down the development time. We have seen a lot of Japanese developers opt for Unreal Engine for this generation, games like Kingdom Hearts 3, Dragon Ball FighterZ, and Dragon Quest XI, just to name a few. Not only that, but this might be, if I'm not mistaken, the first HD Shin Megami Tensei game Atlus has ever developed, so that might be a reason why we have to wait longer. Another point I want to bring up is the thought that people believe that Atlus prioritizes Persona series over SMT, mainly because of the success of Persona 4 and Persona 5. I don't think that is the case. I do believe they have separate teams working on different IPs if I'm not mistaken, but I can understand why people might see it that way because we have so many Persona related games. Either way, the Persona series has generated a lot of new fans, and unfortunately some of them are not that familiar with SMT. I have for instance friends who have only played Persona 5 and Persona 4, and they saw me one time playing SMT4 and they thought the demons in that game were personas. Luckily there were no hardcore SMT fans around us because we would have otherwise seen some exploding heads. But all jokes aside, I do hope that SMT5 becomes as successful as Persona 5, and I do feel like this is a golden opportunity for Atlus to show new fans what SMT is really about. They set the bar high with Persona 5 and it seems like they want to reach that level of success for SMT, hence why we have to wait longer. As of now, we don't have much information to go on, but what we've seen so far kinda reminds me of Nocturne, especially when it comes to the aesthetics, which I don't mind at all. But hopefully we'll get more information soon. I'm all for it if Atlus want to take their time, and when they do have something to show us, then I'll be there. Hopefully we'll get it before the end of Nintendo Switch's life cycle. If you've not played any SMT games before and are interested in SMT5, then this might be a perfect opportunity for you to get into SMT by playing other games within the SMT family while we're waiting for SMT5. My personal favorite is Nocturne for the PS2, a game that I still think holds up to this day. Not only that, but Dante from Devil May Cry is also in it, which was one of the reasons why I got it all those years ago. I know it is a very shallow reason, but I was a young kid back then. But that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching this video, leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you're interested in gaming and anime related stuff. Take care and I'll hopefully see you guys next time.